listen, dude, like I never want to wish ill will on anybody. Like I'm always rooting for everybody, even the villains. And like Antonio Brown definitely painted himself as a villain, but like fucking good riddance, honestly. Like I got nothing good to say about this guy, and I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I threw his jersey away a couple of years ago. It was a Bumblebee jersey too. I kind of regret that because
Yo.
those were fucking sick. But like I don't know. I just can't ever say anything good about a guy who's made millions and millions of dollars and somehow has like no money to pay anybody. He's been allegedly sued for not paying child support for his kids, not paying doctors, not paying chefs, not paying entire fucking football teams and league. Like, I don't know, bro. Hopefully this last time we've talked about him on this program as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's an unfortunate reality. Less so recently, to the credit of the NFL, but there is a long list of players that made a substantial amount of money in their NFL careers that ended up broke and filing bankruptcy within a few years of retirement, right? So like it can very literally happen to anyone, and I don't necessarily fault him for ending up in this circumstance, but the ways by which he did, right, where he is seemingly spending his money on frivolous things and not taking care of his family and things like that, like not exactly the type of scenario that you can get behind. But also, I mean, part of this, fully speculating, which I'll say out loud because I'm a journalist now after calling out that one article. Like some of this might be like kind of rich people tricks, right? Like there are times where like you find yourself in a spot
Oh,
where bankruptcy makes the most sense. He's
no. Dave Ramsey told me he
absolutely
can never go bankrupt, man. Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey is nowhere near Antonio Brown's radar. What are we talking about here, my guy?
I'm just saying. I don't think you. I don't. You're saying sometimes like this is like some bullshit trickery that like this like a get out of jail free is what you're saying.
No, I don't think he's necessarily trying to pull a fast one, right? But like there's a point where like your finances get to a state where
Yeah, yeah,
this is the logical,
yeah. You're probably right.
conclusion, right?
You're
And
probably
like
right.
on the other side of this, I have no doubt that he will be able to continue to monetize himself and his personality well into the future, right? Like he's not for
CTSPN
everyone.
baby.
He's not for me. CTESPN is flat out hilarious as a concept, right? But yeah, like he's not everyone's cup of tea. He's not my cup of tea, but like people tend to be attracted to these type of lightning rods. So I'm sure brighter days are ahead for him financially. Hopefully he does the needful with it and like takes care of his family and
Yeah.
pays his bills and shit like that. But we'll see.
I will say thank you AB for your service on the Steelers. You were a fucking weapon for a long time, man.
Right?
Some of my favorite moments as a Steeler fan involved you. So I greatly appreciate you AB for that. Hopefully, this is one step in the right direction. Disbanded Brotherhood, same period. AB
Period.
is a Bedanjo, which I had to look up because I wasn't sure what that was.
My
A,
guy.
a
My
stupid
guy.
or compatible person. You knew what that
Oh,
was?
yeah. So this is regional identity here. You're up in the backwoods of central Pennsylvania in San Antonio. That is known as a pendejo, which very much so fits that definition, but it is not a pandejo by any means.
What is this word then? This other word he's calling AV and also putting the
Ooh, I
clown in
don't
my
I don't think I've got that one in my locker.
payaso.
I have been called a pendejo before, so that is why I'm familiar with it. I haven't been haven't had that one levied against me yet.
What
I'll
did you
work on
do?
it.
What did you do to get yourself called that?
Oh my guy, there are some stories that are not ready for air, but let's just say that I am a habitual line stepper. I like to find that line, and sometimes in that pursuit,
Oh,
you step on the wrong side of it.
okay. I thought you meant you like to line dance. That's what I thought you were talking about at first. Oh
Oh
shit.
no.
Do you get down with that at all, Eric? Because I know it's huge down in your area. I'd love to give that a little bit of a whirl, but it seems like you gotta be fucking practicing in the thick of it, just hoping that one song comes on. Because I don't know how those people are doing that.
There's a time and a place for it, right? It's not something that I go to all that often, right? But like we're at a wedding, we're out with the right group of friends. There are some through lines to most line dances, right? Where like 40 to 60% of them are pretty similar from song to
Oh,
song, and then each one
oh,
has its own little wrinkle, right? So like I'm not the first one out there rushing to hit the dance floor. I'm not the one that's saying we should go line dancing, but like, tequila gets flowing and we're in a festive mood. I'll get out there and boot scoot a little bit.